Hey, hello, welcome to FS with Srikanth. Now we are going to discuss most important program. In a previous lectures, we covered if else, nested if else, and with example programs. Please watch that videos. And now we are going to discuss one of the important program, printing student result. Right. So this is our program. Write a program to print user result of the student based on the student marks. So one of the most important, how do we print the logic, right? How do we print this logic? Most important, a very important program. So you think about, first suppose there is a student suppose 223 serial number is serial number is 23. Suppose 213 is serial number, 213 serial number. First we collect the marks. Suppose we consider 5 subjects. Like subject marks are M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. 5 subject marks. And definitely we do the total. And we do the average. Okay. Before that, when we are collecting the student marks, initially only we restrict the user. So first of all, we think about the fail. So we think first, we don't want to think these grades. First we think about failures. Suppose the logic, when the student fails, suppose if in case student gets 0 marks, we consider directly is a fail. If in case he gets a 0 marks in all subjects like M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, he is getting any subject, he is getting 0 marks, then automatically we consider he is a fail. And one more restriction also there, when the entering a user marks, student marks, he never gets more than 100 marks, means M1 to M5, M2, M3, M4, M5, not at all. Obviously there are less than 100 only. They are never crossed less than or equal 100. He gets 100 or below 100 only. He never crossed to more than 100. If in case they try to enter more than 100 marks, even we consider as a fail. Why? Because that is a duplicate marks, right? So two situation we confirm initially. If in case the student gets 0 marks in any one subject, we consider fail. And one more condition, when he gets more than 100 marks, we consider fail. Two situations. Any one situation, totally 5 situations occur, right? M1, M2, M3, M4, M5 is equal to 0, is a fail initially. Then he getting M1 less than 100, M2 less than 100, and M3 less than 100, and M4 less than 100, M5 less than 100. Suppose you said, sir, directly we write why we are entering a 0. We entered suppose 35. You consider there is a fail marks now. But initial ways. Now we are learning basic level now. So what we think about this basic logic, right? In case you are perfect in the C language, definitely we write very accurate logic we write, right? So here, first scenario, we compare this 5 situation. If in case he gets more than 100, below 100 marks or not, and if in case he is getting any area, he is getting 0 marks, then we consider he is a fail, right? It's the first condition. Initially we restrict that. Then before counting this total, again we check one condition. This M1, M2, M3, M4, definitely he gets more than 39. Otherwise greater than or equal 40. 40 is also passed now. So 40. Greater than or equal 40. If in case he gets more than 40 marks, then you can do total. Then you can do average. Later you confirm he is getting which grade. First we restrict, he is getting 0 marks, he is a fail. He is getting any subject 0 marks, nothing but absent, then automatically fail. And one more scenario, that is if in case he is getting any one subject below 40 marks, then we consider fail. This is a second scenario. If the student passed in these two scenarios, is crossed these two situations, then we think about the logic. First logic, more than 90 marks. If in case he is getting total marks and average marks, when the average more than 90 and less than 100, right? Average less than 100 and average greater than 90, we consider A. And again average greater than 80 and average less than 89. You consider that. So in this way, we filter out. You observe my logic. First situation, he is fail or not. In M1 to M5, he is getting anywhere 0. And he is getting M1 to M5 more than 100 marks. More than 100 marks. Then more than 100 marks. We consider fail. Then M1 to M5 he is getting below more than 40 or not. Then only we perform this logic the same way, right? So now we are going to check the program, right? This is a program. First, total how many marks we getting? We need total 5 subject marks and 1 serial number. We require total. And when we are doing average, that is a float. Integer values and float values we are collect. Enter student number. First one, enter student number. Suppose 213 is getting. Is enter. Input value is 213. Then serial number is stores that. Then enter 5 subject marks like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Otherwise here 80 marks. Then first it checks the condition. M1, how many marks? M1, 80. M1, 80. M2, 40. M3, 50. M4, 60 and 70. And here also M1, 80, 40, 50 and 60, 70. If in case is every area is condition is true. True or false? Condition true or false? False. False, 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 false. All area conditions false. So this if block, the trigger is skipped to this else block. Right or not? All area false. If in case any one area, suppose he is getting here 80 in the place of this one 80 marks. The condition M1 is 80 marks. He is getting 80 marks. The condition is true. What is a logical OR statement? When all conditions, any one condition is true, it will be true. One condition is true, it is a true. So it executes this one. Student fail. Initially restrict. He never perform this operation, right? This never perform this entire operation. Initial only it restrict. If the condition is false, then it trigger is false, entered to else block, false block. Then here we check that M1. What is how many marks M1? 80. How many marks M2? 40. And M3 50. M4 60. M5 70. All conditions are true. Here less than or equal. Condition is true here. All are true. This is logical AND. Logical AND. When all conditions are true, it will be performed. When this all conditions are true, then we perform. We are getting total marks and average, and we print some of the statements. Then initially one more condition is there. Average. This is an average condition, right? This is an average condition. This is average condition. Average is more than 90 and less than 100 we consider as grade A. Student is passed with A. When he got more than 80, below 89, he is passed with B. More than 60, less than 79, C. 40 and 59, grade D. You understood this logic first of all. So initially only we focus this one. Directly we don't want to calculate total, we don't want to calculate average. First we confirm actually is passed or not. He is getting more than 0 or not. If in case any one area is getting 0 or not. And if in case he is getting any subject more than 100 marks, we confirm that initially. If in case he is not getting a 0 and more than 100 marks, then we perform some actions. And before doing total average, even also we confirm that he is getting more than 40 or not. If in case he is getting more than 40, then we perform total average. Then again within that, again one more condition. That is, he is getting how many marks? More than 90 or average is more than 90, more than 80 or more than 60 or more than 40. In this way we perform this program, right? Just observe, I am trying to execute this program. F3 and now just observe. Same program, everything is same. So every logic is same here. Just to observe, every logic is same here. Actually, if in case I type this entire program while doing class, it takes more time. For that, I explain this entire logic in PPT, and just here already program is copied here, and also we learn the logic in PPT level. So what? Directly we compile this program and we execute. Just to observe, compile, no error, and we execute. Just enter student marks. Suppose I enter for 23 2, serial number is 22. 33, 44 and 55, 66, 77. Just observe what we are getting. Oh, else one more else block we want to place here, right? Yes, that is we right here we place. Compile, no errors, and try to execute. 213 is a serial number, and I am entering 22's first subject now, 33. Student fail, direct logic is missing, right? So now I would like to enter 4, 5, 6 is a rule number, and I entered 0 marks, and rest of all 89, 99, 88, 77. Just to observe, student fail, even also student fail again. So 0, full number 0, 33, 22, 55, 11, 77. Student fail. So now we enter result. How do we find? 45 rule number. He got 66 first subject marks, 77 second subject, 90, 88, 7, and 99 and 59 he get. So this is output, right? Student number is 45, student total marks 38, and student average is 77, and student is passed with grade C. And this is a program, and you carefully listen this logic, and definitely you understood the program. Very little bit difficult to understood this program, I know that, but as per academic and in a real time in MNC's in an interview point of view also they write they ask this type of question to write a program to print the result, right? One of my student got this program in a TCS recruitment time. They ask like interviewer asked write a program to print student result. Just he said like a 5 subject marks and you write a program. So they did this entire program with a pure logic, and thank you. Have a nice day. Please subscribe, and if you have any query, please comment, right? Practice these all programs. Without practice, you never understood, right?